Dad, you lost. Look, Dad, sorry you lost it. You said pull across that all the way. Now we can do.
I know. We can both get the bucket. So like pull up around it. And I'm just so excited about it.
Hi. We are thinning the kale today and the collard greens, and I thought it was important to stop and talk about some of the things that I saw in the comment sections of some of our videos. Let's start off with why you're waiting to buy land and purchase land, why it is important to start doing farm tours. Because there's one thing to have like a concept or a vision in your head, a fantasy in your head, but it's another to see the reality of it. So, you know, for me, I wanted to, at one point, get some cows on the property. And so I went to see a lot of farmers that were actually specialized in beef cattle. So that was important to see because I saw more of the complexities in the process it took to make sure that the cows were healthy enough to go to market, you know, to process. So that's why I say that it's very, very important, even if you don't have your land yet, even though you're thinking about becoming a farmer and purchasing land, even if you're thinking about homesteading, to go ahead and take the time to tour farms. I was originally touring farms before buying this piece of property when I had my backyard farm operation, because I was telling Dad that I wanted to expand. And I just didn't want to like do it without having a good solid foundation. So once I bought the land and then Dad came on board, Dad actually went on a lot of the farm tours with me. And then I started bringing Cousin Sarai, Cousin Sarai with me too, to a lot of the classes in the farm tours, because we wanted to see it from a generational perspective. Because what we're leaning towards with our particular property is the agriculture and tourism aspect of it. Like the last farm that we did with Sarai, which was really, really nice, we got to see it from a child's perspective. In that farm, you remember that we went to?
It had the maize, you know?
Yeah, it had the corn maze. They also had the pumpkin patch. They also had like fresh donuts, just fresh things that were made right there on the farm. The drinks were really, really good. So farming is now just not, to me, I don't want to just go towards, I'm just going to grow my food and go to the market and then that's it. I actually want to have people participating in it and attract people from all walks of life, from different generations. So that's why it's important while you're waiting for your land, while you're waiting for your farm development to happen, to visit as many farms as possible. Visit organic farms, also visit farms that specialize in any type of livestock that you're interested in, from chickens to, like I said, cows, goats, alpacas. Take the time to do that for yourself while you're waiting. So you saw with the last farm, they also had a lot of little children's activity that we wanted to bring on board, like with the what was it? The tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, tic-tac-toe.
The game.
the sliding.
The slide.
They had so many things for the children. It was a good experience. When you tour different types of farms, you can have a mental picture of what direction that you want to go, you know. But if you don't, you just have your ideology. You say, hey, I'm gonna just do a farm, do this. But when you see other people, how they doing their farm,
how they applied it.
Yeah, and you could bring your creativity along with their program and make your farm blossom in a positive direction.
Yeah, so you don't have to just reinvent the wheel. There's people out there that's currently in farming that has a good program and process that they're doing, and you can kind of like take parts of that and bring that on board to your project. And when you're going out there, don't just go out there just to have fun. You know, they're going to have like the hay rides and the kids doing different rides throughout the property on the various farms. They're going to have, you can pick things like that. But pay attention to how they do their irrigation, how they do safety on the farm, how they also put up different fencing on the farm. Start paying attention to the different things other than fun, like the setup. You got to start paying attention to the setup when you go visit and take notes. When I go out to the farm, I actually speak into my cell phone and take notes of the various things that I see on each farm that I like. So for instance, if they have high tunnels, I take notes of how they do their high tunnels. If they have solar panels, I take notes about the solar panels. If I see anything in regards to irrigation and how they're storing their water supply, I take notes about that. I also ask questions. So it's not just going out there. The fun, you know, it is fun going to the different farms, but you don't just go out there for the fun part. You actually have to go out there to say, hey, this is what they're doing that's working, and how can I apply that to my venture, to my farm. So I just wanted to take the time to kind of like express that and show you that there's other parts of farming other than just what you see visually, the fun part of it. Because once you get the land, if you don't know how to use the land, you don't know how to make money with the land, then you're going to be stuck paying property taxes and having an expense other than having like profit. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about.
The one thing I like about the different farms that we went to is the organic farms. And organic farms, you'd be surprised what type of vegetables that they have that is really, really good for your body. Make your body feel good. It's a healing process. And also on the farm they have like, you know, like jelly, you know, them jars of jelly,
those preservatives, yeah.
Oh my gosh,
the jelly.
But when you go to a farm, look at it from business standpoint. Don't only go there. You go there for enjoyment, but look at it from a business perspective, you know, and see, like I said, see how you could transform what you see there to what you're going to do for yourself.
Yes.
You know?
Even with the bee farms too, a lot of people talk about how they want their own honey and stuff like that. But go take classes, talk to someone personally that is into bee farming to really see if that's something that you want to do. It's a lot of things that I went to visit, all the different farms here in Georgia, and I found that there's certain things that I don't personally want to do for myself. It was one thing for it to be in my mind as a fantasy, but once I saw it, I was like, that's not something that I want to do. So you definitely have to go speak and see what the steps, like what do they do, each farmer, what do they do day in and day out when they wake up in the morning all the way to when they go to bed at night. You have to actually ask those questions and also look at a farm other than just the fantasy of it, the fun of it.
Also have activity for the young generation.
Yeah, and when you go on the tours, bring your family, bring your parents with you, the older generation, because you have different perspective. Like I brought my dad with me, and I also brought cousin Sarai. Cousin Sarai was telling me about all the good things that she saw on the farm that she liked. So she had a good time.
She went buck wild.
Yeah, she did.
But she had a good time now.
Mm-hmm.
Good time, you know. And especially the maze, boy. Got lost in the maze, the cornfield, you know.
That was crazy.
Oh, man.
I would never do a corn maze
We
because
probably
of
do
that.
something similar.
Not
you know?
that complex.
Probably
We was lost in there for hours.
But
Yeah, but it
but
was
always when you do these type of things, always look at it from a business perspective. You know, and
take the children.
Yeah.
And take the older people with you.
Yeah, and be aware of your overhead. Your
Yes.
overhead is very, very important. Minimize your overhead. If you got land that you're not using, and you could put it on what's the term when you put conservation?
Conservation,
Yeah,
yeah. 'Cause we
conservation.
have a portion of our property that we're not using that's under conservation.
Yeah, and save you a whole lot of money, you know.
That's it, really. We were just thinking about the different properties that we toured, the last farm that we toured, and we wanted to kind of like speak on the importance of touring different farms. So we took the time to stop what we were doing with our kale, with our collard greens, which is coming along really, really nice, y'all. The garlic is coming along good too. And we want to just stop what we're doing and talk to you about while you're waiting for your time, your opportunity, while you're hunting for land. Because I always hear about, hey, I'm hunting for land, and everything is getting frustrating. But while you're doing that, while you're going through the process, because even while I was land hunting, like my realtor and I personally, my realtor was sending me different properties, and I was also looking online. I went through 100 properties, but during that time I was still visiting different farms. I visited, actually, as far as raw land, I visited 50 raw lands before I actually chose this particular property with my dad's help. So while you're waiting, while you're looking online, while you're going to these different properties to shop for what you want, please take the time to also put in your schedule visiting different farms. So that's really all I wanted to talk to you guys about. I love y'all. I think I have the best community, and Dad and I really appreciate your support. We are really, really blessed.
Blessed.
So thank you very much for listening to us, and enjoy the rest of your day. And remember to continue to share our channel with others, and like and comment. So we love you guys. Thank you.
And thanks for sharing our life journey with us.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you very much.
Okay.